So I did something recently that really scared me, unnerved me. And, the night before, I almost talked myself out of it. My brain kind of went through all the possible ways it could go wrong and the worst possible scenario, right? And every way that I might embarrass myself or the reason why I wasn't ready to do it gave me lots of evidence why I might not want to do this. But I showed up anyway. And you know what happened? I survived. I more than survived, actually. I learned something. I did a lot better than the worst case scenarios that my brain was predicting. And I realized that the thing about fear is that, it's terrible about predicting the future. It always predicts disaster, at least my brain usually does, but disaster rarely shows up. What shows up instead is just everyday life, messy and imperfect. It's where, but I found out most people are really rooting for us to succeed. The anticipation was so much worse than the actual experience. And all the energy that I spent worrying and kind of obsessing over it, I could have just spent it preparing or sleeping or literally anything else would have been a better use of my time. And I'm telling you this because maybe you've been avoiding something. Maybe you've been talking yourself out of something like a good opportunity or a conversation or the chance to try something new. Look, fear is real. I get it. But fear is also probably lying to you about what's going to happen or how bad it might be. So here's today's soundbite. The thing you're afraid to do, you can probably handle it better than you think. And even if you can't, you'll figure it out as you go. So what's one thing that you've been afraid to try that might be worth showing up for? This is Sound Advice Soundbites. And until next time, remember, your voice matters.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.